Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. Listen you guys, I hardly have time to sit down and do my full reviews during the week, so I have to wait for the weekend to do them. I know people have requested videos unveiled. People have said, and please continue with Sport Wives, and I will do that, you guys. I will do that. But I wanted to talk about this last episode of the Sport Wives and what happened, because they are on a trip. The wives are on a trip, and then we ended up with a glass of water thrown at somebody. Well, she didn't throw a glass, she threw water or Dipuo. And you guys, I hate it when women, more specifically black women, fall into that trap of being presented as aggressive in these reality shows. I feel like if there's anything to learn from Enim Tembo, is that, listen, don't live up to the stereotypes, because that's what they want you to do. You know, as a black woman on these reality shows, they want you to fight, you know, and when they don't get it, they will push you to do it. Think about that scene, you guys. They're sitting at the table, they're having a conversation. It wasn't really one of those very matured conversations, because really what they're fighting about is nothing. Okay, Dipuo and Dipuo went to a club in Soweto, and then I guess Dipuo was not having fun at the club, and she decided that she wanted to leave. And then she left Dipuo there. Dipuo says that the reason that Dipuo left her at the club was because she was getting more attention from, I guess, the owner of the club, and then Dipuo was jealous, and then she left her there, and then told the guy that they were with to not pay her bill. I mean, you know, childish stuff. I'm like, listen, if they left you without paying your bill, why are you bothered? Just pay your bill, girl. Didn't you say that, you know, you're this girl, you're beautiful, and you get the bag, all of that stuff? Didn't you say that? Just pay your bill. So what they're fighting about is really nothing. So they have a conversation. Dipuo decides to walk away, which is the right thing to do. And I feel like after she walked away, one of those producers must have said something to her, you guys. I really feel like that. I feel like if she had to tell the truth, maybe one of them was like, listen, just go back and do this. Because that thing didn't look right. It didn't look right. And they're not even good actresses, to be honest. They're not good actresses. It just didn't look right. I mean, we've seen water throws, you guys. We've seen Jojo throwing water. When Jojo threw water, she really did throw water, because she was just acting like a privileged white girl. Okay, she knew there was not going to be any consequences to her actions. But that one, that throw was the most boring water throw I've ever seen on a reality show. And trust me, we've seen a lot of them. If you watch reality shows, you know we've seen a lot of water thrown at people. And there was the most boring scene where water was thrown at somebody. It was like, what the hell? It was like that scene on This Body Works For Me when Ndlovu decided to throw a glass on the floor. It was like, yeah, somebody was like, action, and they did it. I didn't like the scene, because it didn't feel like it was just like a naturally built scene, you know. It felt like she went out, and then somebody was like, do it, and then she came back and did it. And I did feel like she looked like she regretted it after she did it, even though she was acting like she doesn't. I don't know, something is suspicious with that scene, you guys. And also the show is now, I don't know, I don't feel like they have a direction as in terms of like my storylines. There's just things that I don't understand. And then there is Sisanda. Sisanda is out there crying, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's crying because of what's happening with her friendship with Dipuo, because they were friends. Now they're not friends, and they just can't work things out for some reason. But no, she is crying because her ex retired from playing soccer. Okay, Kennedy retired from playing soccer, excuse me. I'm like, Haibo, who cries about their ex quitting their job? You know, who cries about their ex retiring from their jobs? And the reason she's crying is not because Kenny retired. She's crying because Kenny didn't tell her that he is retiring. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, because yes, there's somebody in the cast that asked her, so girl, is it going to affect you financially? You know, and she's like, no, it's not. And I think maybe it's not going to affect her financially, because Kennedy is the one that has the custody of his daughter. He's the one that is taking care of the daughter. She lives with him, so it's not like she's getting child support. So I'm like, why are you crying? Just randomly, you guys, people are having a conversation and you start crying about your ex retiring. I'm like, Sisanda, listen, I love Sisanda. I love Sisanda's personality. I know a lot of people don't like her. I think that the show would have been different without her. In fact, I do like a lot of them. I think the only person that I'm really questioning why she is there, even though she is causing a lot of immature drama, is Dipuo. I don't understand how they ended up casting Dipuo for that show. I don't get it, you guys. But I'm still watching just to see. They might have something that I'm not seeing right now. But I like Sisanda. But girl, why are you crying about your ex retiring from his job? Okay. Why the hell are you crying about your ex? But yes, you guys, listen, I felt like they wanted that episode to really be one of those episodes that are like, you know, people are talking about it, you throw a glass. It just didn't work out because the acting was not so good. And I also hate that Dipuo allowed herself to do that, because I do feel like she was prompted to do it. That lady was not going to throw that water at Dipuo had it not been for somebody behind the scenes saying, listen, we need something from this trip, because they are on a trip. It's a boring trip. I have to say it's a boring trip, but they could have let things just happen naturally, you know, just do activities, do a lot of activities, play some games, you know, that can maybe provoke some things to be said. But that water throw was just not it for me. It didn't do it, okay? It just lacked something. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda.